We're reunited with Michael in Venice.
You're looking very beautiful, Michael.
Thank you very much.
I'm very excited about this little bit of your luggage.
The little...
Let's get onto a boat. We're following the airport signs to the water. This is getting exciting.
Here we go.
We're just going to get in a taxi. A taxi that's a boat. It goes on the water. It's called a water taxi. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
I'm really excited.
Whiskey and macaroons in a water taxi.
This is amazing.
Michael, you did so well.
Yeah?
Michael, for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
We're here at our palazzo.
They take us to the palazzo.
Door to door. Go, go, go.
I feel like royalty.
Our apartment is in this palazzo on the Grand Canal that was built in the 1620s, making it just a tad newer than Lalande.
I can't get in. I can't get in.
On our way.
This lift better not go down. It'll be a catastrophe for our family.
Lost in Venice. Oh my goodness.
Seems the right way to go, though.
It's not a bad way to go.
This is my first view of our flat. How can it be so big? Look at the fireplace. I wonder who he is. I need to find that out.
He's a merchant.
It just goes on forever. Right, we're going to do great things at this desk, Michael. Ready to work on the weekly vlog?
Absolutely.
I would come over and chat to you, but I'm slightly distracted by the view. Straight onto the Grand Canal.
So we're at the restaurant, and they've just casually said that by the time we finished eating, the restaurant will be flooded. Just normal for Venice. So
Looks like you and David will be doing a lot of piggybacks home tonight.
yes, we will.
One of the benefits of waterproof shoes.
Yeah, but I don't have waterproof shoes.
Sponsorship. You didn't get these lovely things in the market?
Oh my goodness, hang on.
I could make some money here.
Oh, yes, you could.
And you can scrunch them down for a different look.
I love it, thank you. I love the fact that behind you the chairs are on the table because the restaurant's about to be flooded.
We're going to be walking home in about that much water.
Well, you are. I'm going to be on your shoulders.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so, Robin. Oh, yes, I think
The next episode of the vlog will be from slightly higher up as Stephanie is raised above Michael's shoulders.
I have the keys. I can see we've hit a bit of a roadblock in our alleyway.
Right, well,
Bit of an
we need the keys first.
I have the key.
Well, can we have the key?
Well, can I have a lift? That's the
You can have a
question.
lift, yes. Bye.
Oh wow! Oh my God, David!
Take the keys. Take the keys. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh my God! Quick! Unlock the door. Unlock the door. We're underwater. We're sinking.
Oh my God!
Are you?
Thank you so much. You are a hero, Michael Patrick. Maybe not as much as David.
Look what you've done.
So how are your shoes feeling, Michael? Because mine are bone dry. So I don't think there was much of a problem outside after all.
You'll be paid for this. So, Stephanie, all the fun's over. We've been for a splash and a meal. What are you up to?
I have just been very carefully and deliberately stealing all of your coat hangers.
You've what?
I stole all of them.
So you're telling me I've got no coat hangers
No,
now?
I think you've got about 3 left.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I needed
That's fine.
a few more because I had to create this.
All of that.
Yes.
You are crazy.
It's crucial.
And you're here for 2 weeks and you have how many outfits?
Well, these are all nightwear, and then
Okay.
these are all evening wear. So there's not that much day wear because these are just tops.
Right.
Coats.
Okay.
There's almost no clothes at all. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing to see here. Good morning, Michael. It's crack of dawn. I think just gone midday.
It's February. In Venice, I expected it to be freezing. Look!
It's gorgeous. And look at our roof terrace.
There's like lots of little roof terraces just like propped up on sticks. Like here. Oh,
Basically propped up
this
on
one's
sticks
propped
as
up
well.
on a couple of chimneys.
And we can see the Grand Canal if we lean precariously out one side of the roof terrace. There it is.
Oh, isn't this lovely?
Are you starting the day with your Italian coffee?
Got Italian coffee and an Italian view.
We eat breakfast so late that it's more of an aperitif for lunch. Today we're going to spend the whole day in the area of San Marco. We're going to go to the Doge's Palace, to the Basilica of St. Mark's, we're going to go to Cafe Florian.
Okay.
So I hope your wallet's prepared.
Yeah. Oh, I might have left that at home. Oh, what a shame. My dad also said we should go to the Doge's Palace.
Yes, we're definitely going to the Doge's Palace.
Okay, we're going to go there then.
Let's start with that.
Let's start with that.
Daddy Patrick, we're starting with the Doge's Palace. Incredibly, the iconic statue of the lion that represents Venice actually dates from about 300 BC and may come from Turkey, though it's been restored many times since then.
So where are we, Steph?
We're in the Doge's Palace. Should we see if it's as good as Lalande and Bain-Menier?
Let's have a look.
There's Hercules slaying the Hydra standing guard at the entrance to the Golden Staircase. The magnificent staircase that was completed in 1559 gets its name from its ceiling made of white stucco and 24-carat gold.
To put it in perspective, this is just an antechamber. This is like the sitting room before you even start to get to the sitting rooms. It's where people would have waited. This is definitely the best way to see the ceiling. In the Doge's Palace, no one around. We have the place to ourselves again. Ah, winter in Venice. This is where the full council would meet, because Venice was a republic and the different branches of the council would come here. So those responsible for mainland issues, those responsible for maritime issues, the heads of the districts of Venice and the head of the council of noblemen, they would all come here, run the city. Though it's quite hard, I think, to do any affairs of state and not be distracted by the paintings, and most of all by the ceiling again.
This ceiling was painted by Veronese and it shows Venice ruling with peace and justice, surrounded by personifications of the virtues in sumptuous female form.
And in this room they've just opened up the panelling to show behind a much earlier wall. And this is a mid-14th century fresco of the Basilica of St. Mark's. I love it when you can see layers in a building.
It's amazing, it's so old, look at it.
In 1577 there was an enormous fire in the Doge's Palace and the council chamber, the great council chamber, was really ruined. And this was the fresco that used to be there. This was done in 1365 and it was very famous in its day. It's Paradise. There's the Virgin Mary and Christ surrounded by seraphim and cherubim and angels and evangelists. And apparently it was very famous in its day because it was covered in silver and gold and would have glinted and been spectacular. And it was replaced by a huge work by Tintoretto, also a Paradise, so they carried on with the same idea.
We're now standing in one of the largest rooms in Europe.
The Great Council Chamber with Tintoretto's Paradise.
At over 25 metres long, it's one of the largest oils on canvas in the world.
And you can see it's exactly the same as the previous idea. It's still got the Virgin and Christ in the middle, surrounded by the angels, the evangelists, seraphim, cherubim. everyone really. It's a great party up in paradise there.
Tintoretto was awarded the commission, but a lot of the work will have been done by his son Domenico.
This place is incredible. I mean, I know how long it takes to paint even a tiny mural. This must have taken somebody years. It's unbelievable. It can't have just been one person painting this. It must have been about 100 people painting it. So Stephanie, where are we going next?
Well, I'm very grouchy. I'm very grouchy because I haven't had anything to eat today, so I'm taking you to prison.
This looks suspiciously like a dungeon.
Yes, I told you.
Are we in the right place?
Well, we're going to go over one of Venice's most iconic landmarks, the Bridge of Sighs, which sounds really romantic, but actually was called the Bridge of Sighs because of the lamenting of the prisoners as they were taken from the justice chambers over that bridge to the prisons on the other side.
And that's where we're going now.
That's where we're going now.
Ooh, I'm scared. I'm sorry you didn't get your lunch. How long am I going to be in Nick for?
Look, we're on the bridge.
What? The bridge?
The Bridge of Sighs, we're inside it. This is where the prisoners would have walked through to prison. And this would have been their last glimpse of the canals before getting into their cells. And Casanova would have come here because he was imprisoned here. And in fact, he only managed to escape because he was freakishly tall for the day. He was over 6 foot tall. And he couldn't fit in the cell, so they made him a special cell in the attic, and he managed to escape from there. Michael, say your last farewell to Venice.
Goodbye, Venice. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, freedom.
Should have bought me a snack.
Alright, I'll buy you a snack now. Is there still time?
Oh, the negotiating's starting now.
Although, for a last view of Venice, it is quite beautiful out of this window.
Wow, these walls are amazing. It's quite depressing.
And very, very cold as well.
When you think that we're living in a palace that belonged to a family that created 2 of the Doges who would have been living in the palatial quarters of this place, it's not so nice to think of the people who were living down here. Nearly left you, we were in there.
In the Bridge of Sighs?
Yes. Such a beautiful thing for such a sad bridge.
Now that we've escaped from prison, we're going to go and visit the Basilica of St. Mark's. It was originally the Doge's private chapel, and it was built in the 9th century when merchants stole the bones of the body of St. Mark in Alexandria and snuck them back to Venice. It's covered in magnificent golden mosaics, the oldest of which is the one on the far left, which dates from the 13th century. It used to be a plain brick building, but was decorated with all of these columns when Venice conquered Constantinople in 1204 and brought back tons of statues and marble and capitals. Sadly, we can't take you inside with us because we're not allowed to film in the Basilica. I really recommend you coming to Venice to see this for yourself. And in the meantime, let's go up the bell tower. This 99-metre high tower was originally built in the 9th century, but it's been rebuilt several times since then, most recently in 1902, when it collapsed, miraculously killing no one except for the caretaker's cat.
It's amazing, we're at the top of the bell tower, and we can just see the Dolomites in the distance. Fancy a bit of skiing this afternoon, Michael?
Oh, wow.
Snow-covered mountains surrounding us in Venice. Hi, I'm trying to work out where we live.
Where do we live?
Well, there's the Grand Canal starting here.
Starts here.
Yeah, just goes past Santa Maria della Salute there, that huge church with the dome.
Yeah.
So we must be 10 minutes walk in a straight line from here. It's amazing to think that it's from up here that Galileo demonstrated his telescope to the Doge in 1609.
We're down from the tower.
Yep. That tower was magnificent.
It was.
And the views were like, you can't get views like that anywhere else in Venice.
Now I am freezing cold, so we are going to go to Lord Byron's hangout, Cafe Florian.
Okay, and where's that?
It's here.
It's here?
It's here. I'm so looking forward to being warm.
Me too. It's bloody cold out here.
But I'm thinking not just coffee.
Coffee? No.
Irish coffee.
Irish coffee? Oh, wow.
That's what we need to pick
Now
us
you're
up.
talking, Steph.
It's going to be so warm. And it's the prettiest cafe I know.
Really? definitely this place is amazing.
I know, it's a jewellery box.
I would never have come here unless you decided to bring us here.
And it's so exciting thinking that Byron, who lived in the palace next door to our apartments, would have been sitting here. We're following his footsteps around the city. Goethe came here, as did Casanova, who was probably drawn to this place because it was the only one that allowed women in.
Really?
Irish coffee. It's warm.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To Venice.
It's been another good day. I love this city. Did I mention that?
Yeah, I think you've mentioned it a few times.
Is the fact that you're hovering by the cocktail cabinet a sign that it's time for spritzes?
It's definitely time for a spritz.
Yeah, excellent. I like your little setup.
Yeah?
Yeah, you've made everything
Bar
right.
area.
It's perfect.
A Venetian console with a matching mirror.
Love it.
Do you want a drink?
Of course I do, yes, thank you.
That's a nice sound, isn't it?
Best sound. Well, especially with the church bells in the background.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And we're done. There you go, there's a spritz for you.
Start of the evening. I've made some little snacks as well.
Okay, let's have a look.
Torelli with fennel, 3 different cheeses, a goat, a cow and sheep's milk cheeses, and some olives. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay everyone, spritzes are here.